Well, if you were in my position, you know, say working at a record store, how would you describe your music? How would you try and tell someone what Genesis is about?
Well, what do I say? I have no clue, really.
I don't know. Actually, I'd probably end up saying like so and so, like so and so. Imagine this, imagine that.
One thing you know, like it is we do everything's built from melody. That's what I think makes us different from groups like Yes and Miscellany, because I think they do a lot which is kind of unmelodic.
Linear.
Yeah, different.
I remember as being quoted.
Well, yeah, that's a different effect. I mean, the other thing is that we're a band of contrasts in sound. Like we have very loud bits, very quiet bits, and things. Which was a lot of the other groups just like tend to go along a level. And when they have a loud bit, it's a bit louder, but it's not much louder. And then they get when they're quiet, they're pretty loud, you know, and things like that. We like to go right back down to just sort of like one acoustic guitar and voice or something. Just really quiet things, because by doing that, you make the loud bits much more effective. They come in as a real sort of, you know, drama.
But we haven't had anything as good as sort of like the original Yes one. That was great. Just the little blue with the Yes written on it.
Right.
They should never have changed that. The new one isn't nearly as good as that. It becomes so distinctive, you know what I mean? It was something, it wasn't necessarily, it wasn't beautiful to look at, but it was just something.
I remember the Move had one too.
Did they?
Yeah. It's weird, you get, I mean, like,
what, you mean,
good logos.
Have you ever thought of hiring Roger Dean for any of your covers?
No. I don't particularly think, I don't think he's very good. I mean, you know, everyone's, you know, he's obviously, a lot of people like him very much. I thought the cover of the Triple album was very similar to the cover of one of the other albums.
Oh, his work's very similar, but
yeah.
I mean, he's obviously, a lot of people think he's very good, you know? But like, we used the same guy for 3 albums because we liked the first one he did, you know, and I don't think the third one was as good as the first. I think if you have a different person, it gives a refreshing difference to the album, you know. I mean, a lot of people thought that Selling England was a very different album from the previous albums, purely because they had a different cover, I think. It just gave a different feel. When you looked at the album right from the word go, you thought this is probably going to be a bit different. And we'd like to do this with every album. And I mean, because there are a lot of artists who are great, you know. We really like the artists who did the Selling England cover.
Do you
Many, I mean, it's probably like 70,000.
depends on what time of year it is too. And we came out at a bad time, didn't we? We came out just before Topographic Oceans, Pin-Ups, The Who, Quadrophenia. All these albums were just coming out as we were. And we did well, but then, yeah, it went straight in at number 3.
How do you do it without much?
We can like everything that gets onto the albums, really. You know? We try to keep that. I mean, you can't always, you know.
The only way I could listen to drum solos, and I hate to say it, but I mean, it's on that Spectrum album, when there are parts when you're just playing, just like sitting down and playing, as opposed to, I mean, Bill Brother, I remember talking to him about drum solos, right, and he said, you know, man, I just do that at the end of the drum solo and they go wild, you know.
Yeah.
And
drum solos
I mean,
have that quality.
it's a drag that, I mean, even he does it, you know what I mean? I mean, he doesn't do it with Crimson probably anymore, he's probably got it out there, but I know when he was with Yes, it was very much, I mean, he had to be forced to do a drum solo.
Oh, right, well, the solo that's on Perpetual Change is just pathetic. I mean...
Well, that's I mean, he was right in not doing a solo for 3 years, and then Chris Welch and the rest of the band persuaded him to do one. And he ends up doing the things that every other drummer does, because no one really wants to know. I mean, you don't, if you do something incredibly technical, no one sees it, you know, no one hears it. All they want to do is just like the 2 bass drums going, and seeing you to do something, you know. And the only person that carries it off is Billy Cobham, because he can do it. You know, every other drummer like John Osborne, Ginger Baker, just gets them all going as fast as they can, just lips and the rest of the beats between occasionally. You know, I mean, it's all very well if you're going to do it in a group context.
I think drums are very much a kind of...
No, it's weird actually, because people have come up to me, a couple of people on this tour, and said, compared us to Flash. I mean, comparing us to Yes. But I mean, the fact is that Flash, who are, you know, sort of about a year old, and I mean, much as I like Peter, he's like definitely Yes influenced. And the rest of the musicians in that band just went up to his standard. He's a very good guitarist, and he needs people to bounce off, because his ideas alone aren't good enough, really. Because there was no like sieve in the band. There was nothing being stopped from coming out. They were just recording everything they wrote, and they could have been a lot better than they turned out.
Do you by any chance know what? Do you feel that in any sort of way that you're in competition with Wakeman and Emerson?
No, I never looked at it like that. I mean, I think both of those are technically much better than I. But I find a lot of what both of them do sometimes a bit soulless, you know. I like what a lot of it. I like the Nice very much, and I liked some of what Rick Wakeman's done. I particularly like what he did with on Hunky Dory, actually. David Byrne. I thought it was really nice, very simple things, really effective. And I liked his solo album better than I liked what he did with Yes. I'm not a great fan of Yes, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like some of what they do, but I can't say I like them universally at all. You know, a lot of things they do which I can't get into. Maybe it's because the music is closer to what we do than some other bands, and therefore it's easy to criticise.
Have you heard anything about the Journey to the Center of the Earth concert, or?
They got very good reviews and things, but I didn't see it, and I don't know anything about it beyond that.
Because I heard they were going to get it out really fast in album form because I guess they were afraid of pirate tapes and bootlegs and things like that. Have you ever had any